They say North Sentinel Island is home to one of the last untouched tribes on Earth. A people so isolated, so fiercely territorial, that the Indian government made it illegal to go within 5 nautical miles of the shore. They say the islanders have no concept of the outside world, no immunity to modern diseases, and that any attempt at contact is met with violence. You've probably seen the headlines. Missionary gets speared to death trying to save them. Indian Coast Guard helicopters pelted with arrows when they flew too low. A violent Stone Age tribe frozen in time. That's the story. But I don't think there's anyone left on that island. At least, no one human. I've been flying for nearly 9 years, bounced around from corporate charters to small-time cargo gigs, mostly over the Indian Ocean and the South Pacific. Lately, I've been working with a private logistics outfit that contracts odd deliveries between remote islands. Not illegal, but not exactly above board either. They pay well, they don't ask questions, and they like discretion. This job was supposed to be routine. Pick up a sealed crate from a naval dock in Port Blair, Andaman Islands, and fly it out to a floating research platform west of Car Nicobar. No contact. Drop it, refuel, fly back. My handler, guy named Rakesh, gave me the coordinates scribbled on paper. No digital trail. Follow the route exactly, he said. No deviations. We took off around 2:30 in the afternoon. Clear skies, light tailwind. I was maybe an hour in when things went sideways. First, the static started. Just a soft crackle in the headset at first, background noise. Then it grew sharper, louder. I tapped the radio, tried switching channels, nothing. Then the instruments twitched. Altimeter bobbled. Compass spun half a rotation, stopped, reversed. Artificial horizon tilted 5 degrees and froze. I was trained for this. I kept cool. I figured it was magnetic interference, maybe solar activity. I adjusted my course slightly, trying to reroute north back toward clear skies. That's when I saw it. North Sentinel. I hadn't meant to get anywhere near it. It wasn't on my direct route. But when I cross-checked my GPS, something didn't add up. The island shouldn't have been beneath me. And yet there it was, dark green in a sea of blue, shaped like a lopsided teardrop. I knew what I was looking at. Everyone in this region knows Sentinel. It's infamous. You don't go near it. No exceptions. I'd heard stories, the tribe, the hostility, the law. But what I saw from the air wasn't a primitive village or dense jungle. It was a clearing, a massive, unnatural circle carved out of the interior forest. Clean, precise, as if something had erased the trees with a scalpel. In the center of the clearing, something shimmered metallic silver blue, curved like the hull of a ship, but smooth and low to the ground. It pulsed faintly, like light flowing just beneath the surface. Almost biological. I leaned forward, squinting, trying to make sense of it. That's when I saw movement. Figures, maybe 6 or 7 of them emerging from the tree line. They weren't carrying bows. They weren't wearing tribal dress. They were tall, at least 7 feet, limbs too long for their torsos, skin like wet clay or pale stone, almost translucent in the light. Their heads were wrong, no visible faces, just smooth ovals with ridges where eyes should be. And every single one of them turned their heads upward at the same time. Not like they heard the plane, like they felt me watching. My cockpit went dark. The entire console, lights, dials, controls, just blinked out. The engine didn't sputter. It cut. Dead silence. The plane dropped like a stone. I had about 10 seconds of pure, stomach-clenching freefall. I pulled hard on the yoke, already bracing to hit the water or the canopy. But just as quickly as it had died, everything roared back to life. Instruments lit up. Engine kicked in. Altitude stabilized. I glanced back toward the island, but the clearing was gone. No, not gone. Hidden. A thick wall of clouds had coiled in out of nowhere, swallowing the whole thing like a curtain closing. The ocean below sparkled like nothing had happened. No sign of interference. Radio came back on like someone flipped a switch. Bravo 9 confirmed position. Ground control said, cheerful as ever. I gave them the coordinates. They told me I was off course. Advised I stick to the assigned flight path. I didn't argue. I completed the drop. Landed. Didn't speak a word of what I saw. But someone knew. There was a black SUV waiting by the hangar when I got back to Port Blair. No plates. 2 men inside, both in civilian clothes that were too clean, too crisp. One stepped out, didn't even introduce himself. Just said, you flew over the exclusion zone. I opened my mouth to deny it, but he raised a hand. Don't lie. We have the transponder log. Then he held up a small USB drive. We erased it. You're going to forget about what you saw. You were tired. The storm messed with your instruments. The island was covered in clouds. You didn't see anything. Understood. I nodded. He smiled like I was a good dog. Smart. Go home. Get some sleep. I haven't.